YouTube, but we do these demonstrations for what the freak is going on my stand? Is it this one? Where are we supposed to be going with this? My stand is coming apart. We do these demonstrations to show off for companies and stuff how easy it is to do one of our setups, which is really easy to do. No expensive projectors. Over here we have our Christie LW400. I've used this for quite a bit of setups, especially on site. It's a 720p projector. It's a WXGA right there. Actually the LX or LX400 is the SVGA version of it, 600 by 800, and this one LW400 is the WXGA version of it. All right, we got our screen. This is coated already with our new technology, our gamer paint, which is the Ileg, Ultimate Apex Gamer complete. Right there. And get my bag over here because I definitely got my equipment here. Do this. Basic, simple setup. No expensive stuff. Keep it cheap. Keep it easy. So that way, we're doing it cheaply. You can do it cheaply. I gotta get speakers. I have speakers that are connected to these things. I need one bar with speakers, which I gotta get around to getting that. Speakers set up. We do all this too, so that way you don't know that the environment. We don't want you to think that the environment's pre-rehearsed, so everything's set up. We got special projectors and everything's calibrated and moved in different directions, so light doesn't make contact with it and all that stuff. Battery bank. And power stick. Now, for some reason, the fire stick on this, when I got this projector, it doesn't work through the HDMI, but for some reason, PC and everything else runs through it, but it won't pick up on that, which I'm curious. I think if I try it, maybe it'll click over. I don't know. Extension cord. We don't need this one. This is for the other one. I do need our connection from here. So I'm going through the mess with it all. It. So I just figured out how to build our outer boxes, because when I do the demonstrations outside in snow, I'm only doing 300 lumens. I am not lugging that thing out there, and I think the only thing I may take is the Epson. That's it. It's the smallest unit I got. I'll take the Epson. Epson is 2200 lumens. That's it. And most people, if they're doing a demonstration like outside, especially when we do them in daytime, they're going to do a 50,000 60,000, 70,000 projectors, because again, they need it. Our technology doesn't require it. All right, let me see. I'm curious if I use any here, what would happen? Would we get the image to pull up? Oh, wait a minute. No, we got a long enough cord. We don't need this. We can use this, but we can use this because this has a longer cord. Usually, the ones that hook up to the Epson, the cord's not long enough. This one has a really long cord on it. So I'm going to hook that up right over here. Cool. That's all set up. What's that wire there? Oh, that's the fire stick. Because this doesn't have USBs on it, which allows us to power the fire stick. Put my adapter just in case it doesn't click. Man, I had to stop watching it, man. This is making my chest hurt. I literally had to stop watching it, but I found it interesting. They call it grave crawling, but actually it's a cave crawling. When they crawl in those little tight cramp areas. Oh my goodness, man. I couldn't breathe watching that stuff. That's crazy. That's the most insane thing. Well, not in the free climbing where people climb without ropes and stuff. Yeah, man, that's crazy, man. It's like, yeah, that's crazy. I can't even. I guess you do what you got to do to make you happy, but I just couldn't imagine waking up one day and saying, hey, I want to know what it's like to be buried alive. And then you get down there. Are these unmapped areas? I guess these questions, are they unmapped areas? They gotta be mapped areas. You gotta figure out where they come out at, because you want to be trapped under the earth. It reminds me of the whole Minecraft incident where, let me see where's this going into. Well, first let me see if it does power one through here. The whole Minecraft incident where I actually cracked the hole and fell in the earth. I had no idea the server was literally that big. I mean, I was trapped on the ground for quite a long time. So, yeah, that was interesting. Let me see. That was interesting for the Minecraft. No, actually it doesn't. It doesn't work. Okay, so that's weird that it actually runs on the other one, but it won't run on this one. So we're just running through the adapter. Interesting. All right, cool. I get over to me. Let me see. Let me get me a keystone. Oh, that's wrong one. I gotta watch the Megans. I haven't watched any of the Megans yet. None of them. All right. Okay, so I guess I'm going to put this through here. All right, cool. All right, there we go. Please tell me about remote control with me. Oh man, this looks amazing. I'm never used to my technology. Never used to it. I know I put remote control in my pocket. I know I did for a fact. I know I did. Hold on. It's got to be on my PS4. I always forget something. In every demonstration, I always forget something. Oh, there it is right there. Right behind me. Sitting on it. All right, cool. All right, I'm going to do YouTube. 4K. YouTube. So that's a $40 projector screen I got. I'm going to get another one that's going to be around 65 inches. That's my next one I'm going to be purchasing. And my projector cost me 50 bucks on eBay. There's YouTube over there. And of course, with our coding, well, we can convert anything we want to a high performance screen. Let me see, it's being top of this Fire Stick. 4K demonstrations. Okay, we got this for speakers. Let me see. We're in eco mode. I'll show you my settings on my projector. There we go. All right, let me see. Menu. Okay, it doesn't make a difference which side I'm at. Okay, brightness is at 6. Contrast is at 6. Let's get that again. That one doesn't sit as long as the other one. So we have, let me see. Here we go. Brightness at 6, contrast at 6. And then if you see where it says whisper, that means it's in eco mode. We don't have to burn our projectors like, at 20 and 30 when it comes to brightness, because it's not required, because the screen paints we developed don't allow our customers don't have to be trapped in those dark environments. All right, fantastic, cool. So show my settings. Now we show those because, again, you should be able to see that at the end of the day. And on top of that, we were accused of having to have high-powered projectors in order to operate, which is interesting because we can run outside at 300 to 50 lumens. And my projector's in eco mode, so it's 25, which means the P2 runs at 3000 right up on top of a screen, and we're at a distance. 3000 on a gray screen, because they run differently on black. Turn that contrast level off, it's not needed. Contrast on this projector is also turned off. This is a 4000, 3000, 3000 to 1 contrast. We turn them off, we don't need them. There you go. Beautiful picture quality. Now, I'll put my screen on with a roller. I didn't spray it on. It's very easy to apply. No crazy instructions. As you've seen in the demonstrations upstairs, we can simply paint the letter K into a screen and it'll activate. Let's go through any crazy, hypnotic, look at that right there, that's amazing. Any form of crazy paint down applications, all that's not needed. And even if, like I said, I've seen gray screens with very simple applications, but again, you can't read black. You literally can't pick that up right now. If I put that on a challenge for any gray screen, you couldn't read that. Now, where are you going to get the black levels from? I'm curious where you're getting it from. Sure enough, won't be getting it from your projector. I'll tell you that much. That's a big one. Sheesh. Now, I got my usual curse out stuff. We usually get them from time to time. Look, the bottom line is that you can curse them out all you want. Scream, yell, shout, whatever. You still can't see a contrast level. That's not going to change anything. You can't pick it up. You can't pick it up. That's all to it. How's it going to help your customers? For them to watch if they rant and carrying on that your screen actually works, and we all know it doesn't. If you don't do those tests, your customers will do it for you. So if you're claiming that you read a 100% black, those who have it will do it. And then you'll have a lot of trouble in your hands. We have your customers going out doing demonstrations about your products that don't work. So either way, it's going to get out. Customer's projection screen is supposed to look just like this. Should not be having any issues with being in the dark or in the light. Your screen should automatically pull up with no problem. Anything you choose should run.
You are in serious danger, Billy.
Billy, it's time to face your destiny.
Billy, don't listen to him.
That definitely has to be Disney on so many levels. Now we ain't doing that creepy stuff. Move on. 20, can we get 11? 20, can we get 11?
Incoming dishes.
Nope. I need 11. 19. I'll take 19.
You have to conquer that voice in your head that's telling you you can't do this. Conquering yourself is the real discipline.
After you work out, you can feel worn out. Reach for core power.
Now, see that? For you gray screen owners, people have gray screens, you make gray screens, you're supposed to pick that up. That's solid black, white levels, color, all that's supposed to read, just like that. If you have to turn out your lights to fix it, your screen doesn't work. You should be able to read that. There's no problem. On a $50 machine at the end of the day, 720p with a 3,000 to 1 contrast. Or no, I'm sorry, 2,000 to 1 contrast. I have 2,000 to 1 on these. So for those of you who bought these projectors, you got cheated. Spent all this money, put the research in, put the time in. I've talked to so many customers who sit there and tell me they put so many hours in just trying to find the right projector. And then they think that projector is going to fix the problem. It won't fix it for you. You'll never be able to achieve that. I meet those that are upset and angry because they spent a lot of money for a machine at the end of the day that will not give them what they want. Same speech I give when people come in here to buy or when people come here to look at our technology. It's the same thing. These people are coming out of their stores, their businesses. Their projectors are far more powerful than my machines over here because they're on a white screen. I already know that from the door. They're sitting in the dark. And they come here, fully lit environment, cheap projector, costs far less than theirs. They're blown away by it. Shit, for what they pay for their projector, they literally could have put a projector every inch of that freaking restaurant and even one outside. So that just tells you that the white screens don't work and the gray screens don't work. Now, like I say in every demonstration, I'll say it in every single one, I'll continue saying every one. If anyone feels at the end of the day that the demonstration I'm doing here is completely false, then sign a contract, let's go to court. That's it. Now to the customers at the end of the day, you're getting ripped off. There's no way in the world your picture should look that badly. If you have a white screen and you were told at the end of the day that the projector was going to fix it, that's a lie, because it can't fix it. If it could fix it, I wouldn't be in business. Neither would anybody else be in business. The white screen can do it all. Now, you see that right there? See how deep red the colors are, how dark the green is in the background, multiple shades. I've seen a demonstration such like this on a great projection screen in a fully lit environment about the same distance I'm sitting at right now on a high-powered venue, and I guarantee that thing was not in eco mode. The reds were washed out, the greens were washed out, everything was faded. But people like that consider that to be a fantastic and amazing screen because they can still see it. I don't care if I can still see it. If it doesn't look like my cell phone, I don't want it. I'm trying to replace a TV. That's what I'm trying to do. It's not going to help it if I can't operate in the same environment as a TV. I have some people contact me and say, well, my projector does this and that and this and that. That's good. That's fantastic. Can you see black? You can't see it. That bird's feathers that are black, that's actually black. Not a fake gray or washed out tannish discoloration. That's actual black. Let's see. Ooh, there's some fireworks over here.
Shush yourself. I'm enjoying my discounts.
This is the quiet section. Then why are you talking?
You like him.
I mean, what did I say? I'm a bit of passing over myself. Nothing funny. I still got it.
I love Dorito commercials. I'm watching this one.
did I have hair. I was like the Black Father.
Ew.
Man, what?
No, I'm sorry. I like Doritos commercial. They ain't no. First things first, you're not cutting my hair with some freaking. I don't have hair anyway. But you can't. You gonna eat Doritos and got Doritos on your hands? Somebody would have complained about that from the door. And you gonna put that in my hair? Well, it's still a funny commercial, like Dorito commercial, but that was a little gross. You know, I've seen people do these. They're in a dark environment when they do this demonstration. I saw somebody, we already know who I'm talking about, but one of his customers had an amazing setup, beautiful setup. And when it came to the fireworks display, he turned on every single light because the gray screen can't read it. Man, that's a gorgeous screen. So this is the Apex Gamer. This is actually one of the most colorful screen paints we've ever developed. We've done gamers before, but the colors on each technology is absolutely amazing. Now, again, I know you gray screen makers coming to my channel to watch. If you don't like what I'm saying, go to court. That's it. That's all I gotta do. It's simple. Why are you making it so hard? Just sign. Come on, let's go. I bet you can't read that. If you can't read that, what did you sell to your customers? That's the big question. How did you sell that product to a customer? I bet you the first thing you asked them about what's the contrast on their projector. I guarantee you did. We don't ask that question. We don't need to. But I bet you did. And I think those who have lower contrast, you probably advise them to buy more expensive machines with higher contrast to fix your problem. Just like I'm in dark environments to fix your problem, calibrate to fix your problem, and so on. Our customers never get that from us. One thing I need to know is size of your screen and your projector. That's it. Make sure it works on our technology because we only support name brands. That's all we need to know. Size, because I need to know how much paint to sell you. That's it. If you take it outside, we don't care. It runs outside. Using a fully lit environment, don't care. But your questions are a little different. Y'all have to ask about the lumen count on the projector, if it's 4K, because, you know, all that stuff affects your screen. It's a fantastic firework display right here. I like this. I'm going to have to definitely... Which one is this one? Oh, relaxing. That's a relaxing. Oh, I like these demonstrations right here. Now you see all that white popping up? That screen can read a white level. See how ultra black it is? It's like having an OLED. A 720p projector.
This video presentation is mastered in 2000 nits, peak brightness, harnessing the power of Dolby Vision's dynamic metadata to deliver true-to-life contrast and spectacular detail, from the darkest shadows to the most dazzling highlights.
Now we're good. We don't need all that. But thank you anyway. See? No calibration. None of that bullcrap. So, $50. That's it. $50 for this machine. If you sat back and paid $3,000, even $1,000, even $500 is too much money. $50. I can show you my PayPal. Not my PayPal, my eBay purchases. What I paid for them, all under $200. Tomorrow we'll be down here with a $10 Sony projector. $10. It's the cheapest projector I have in my arsenal. $10. $10 looks like this. Tells you at the end of the day you spent too much money for your projector. All those forum sites that tell you have to buy this bull crap. Look at that. Look at that. Look at the color. Amazing that looks. That doesn't even. I have a buddy came over and said, "Man, you got to see what this thing looks like in real life." Well, my customers have our technology, you know what we're talking about. But those who don't have it, you have no idea what you are not seeing from your projector. This stuff is, the gamers actually, it's insanely gorgeous. But man, I have people that come over here and look at this thing and they don't know if that's real or not. Yeah, camera does it no justice whatsoever. It just doesn't do it any justice whatsoever. You have to see it in real life. But soon we'll have our showroom set up so we can have the masses come in and see our tech. Man. Whew, that's gorgeous. Unbelievably gorgeous. Look at that. Man. I gotta take this out of the holster for a minute. Have a look at that up close. I usually don't never do this. Look how beautiful that looks. And again, 720p projector. Now, I did a demonstration where I took that Christie projector right there and I pushed it all the way up close on top of a gray screen. And the gray screen couldn't read any color, couldn't read anything from that projector, not a thing. Even when I took it and put it all the way up here, it couldn't read it. It doesn't make a difference. I show you my settings because that's what I'm supposed to do. But it doesn't really make a difference on what projector I use due to the fact that they just don't work on gray and white screens. Look how beautiful that looks at the end of the day. That is absolutely breathtaking how gorgeous that looks. That's what your screen's customer. This is what you're supposed to be doing right now. You should be in a fully lit environment operating on that level. Unfortunately, you can't. Because the products you have basically cheated your projector. Look at this. Look, look, look. Look at that. Look at that. That looks absolutely gorgeous. You can see all the detail, everything in the skin, the fine detail, everything. Because a black screen at the end of the day can read all that. Gray screens can't read it. Can't see anymore. Can't see it. I figure this is what's going to usually happen. We got two people that are too scared to sign at the end of the day. That's what we come down to. I don't like the fact that customers at the end of the day get ripped off. That's what I don't like. I like the fact that they come in and they buy something and they trust somebody, they're going to sell them something that actually works, and they end up getting something that doesn't work. I hate that when it happens. At the end of the day, it frustrates the day. It's telling me when I buy something and I can't get exactly what I paid for. So I'm looking at it this way. This way, we can say sign it, but you won't. So this is what we'll do. Those who make this stuff will come directly to your site. The lawyers will come there. I'm not going there. And they'll have a conversation with you. They'll ask you questions like, does this read 100% black as it's claimed? And if not, then we go to court. That's all to it. Because again, as I said before, you're ripping off the consumers. Can't make that statement. That's that gray paint. That's absolutely horrible. It doesn't even read the black levels correctly. That's awful. That's awful. So down here in this in our area, our conference room, in the conference room, if I had this projector and I was using a gray screen, it wouldn't work down here. So how do we fix that problem? How do we get that gray screen to work? And down here in the conference room, or anywhere we take it at, or how we get to work. Every location I go at, I'm gonna bring that surface with me. I'm expecting it to pull up everywhere I go. Now, how do we get that gray screen to work? They don't even know. Well, the sad thing about it is, since you don't know, sitting on your derriere, you don't know, that means the consumer at the end of the day who did buy your product, I guess they got ripped off, right? Because you don't know. It's going to cost you. Unbelievable. Your screen shoots just like that. And for the influencers who sell these things, these screens, or especially the higher ones, the ones that claim to be ambient light projection, why do y'all keep turning out the lights when it comes to showing off those screens? I can never understand why you keep showing. Oh, I know why. Because the contrast and color doesn't read. That should pick up with no problem whatsoever. Do you see how beautiful that looks? Now to the customers, it's sad because, you know, if you got people, influencers can only do as far. I put it this way. If they don't know about our technology, then they're only talking about what they know. That's it. But you still have to know at the end of the day that screen doesn't read 100% black. You have to know that. Yeah, you know colors between gray and black. And then for those who sell product at the end of the day, who lie all the time on camera and basically do not back it up in any way whatsoever, and they got to deal with that nonsense at the end of the day. And then spend $7,000 or $3,000 for a screen that can't even read a proper black level. Look at that. Now, you can't say anything about us, because if you sit there and say, well, he's using special equipment and all that stuff at the end of the day, we catch your video, we'll see you in court. Or I'll challenge you in court, either way, put you on blast. So you're never going to sign, you're never going to come see us, you're never going to go in a courtroom, because you know what will happen. And if you say things outside the boundaries of YouTube and we figure out exactly and find your video, you're definitely going to court whether you like it or not. So it comes down to, does y'all stuff work or not? And meanwhile, in all this, the customers get ripped off. They're the ones that get robbed at the end of the day. They're the ones that are lied to. What a shame.
Welcome to the Dolby Vision, 60 frames per second calibration and demo experience, where every frame is crafted to push the boundaries of your display's potential. This video presentation is mastered from 2,000 to 10,000 nits peak brightness, harnessing the power of Dolby Vision's dynamic metadata to deliver true-to-life contrast and spectacular detail, from the darkest shadows to the most dazzling highlights.
Oh, this is new. $29 minutes? I'll wait 29 minutes. Your videos are amazing. I love your videos. I've seen people trying to do the videos they have on here, and y'all are in the dark. Why are you in the dark while trying to do that demonstration? Stop doing that, please. Fully lit environment. Fully lit environment, please. I'm gonna put a halo system on this thing.
No.
I didn't think that thanks up.
The new season begins CBS Thursday, 8, 7 Central.
Do you remember the rest of last year watching actual TV? Man, y'all have no idea what y'all up against. The gamer screen paint is absolutely, it's stunning. Now you see that? This is the part I like right here. I love this part right here, right here. I hit the part like right here. Now, it paused. Whatever it did, it paused. It transferred to the screen's original color. Anyone playing this video, you run the risk of being outed. So if you're sitting there saying, hey, I read a contrast level, and you don't, that screen blacks off and it comes back on, and if your screen's not black, it's going to come up gray. Oh, I gotta definitely show that one off. That is freaking, that's a fantastic example. It's a fantastic example. What I was trying to say, that is a fantastic example. This is what I mean by projectors do this. Within a split second, they actually change the image when they go through the frame rate. And in the frame rate, it goes back to, like, the projector kind of cuts off and it goes back to the original screen. So the background they're showing here is black. Because, of course, if you look at the models that are walking in the background, you'll see that the background is always black behind the back of them. Because, you know, they want to give up the kind of that OLED look to it. But if you notice, black background. Now, keep in mind, look at this, when it comes to the gray screen. Someone made a statement that the gray screen had the ability to make herself unwatchable. No. That would never happen. These things generate extremely high white levels. Extremely high white. A gray screen would never have the ability to turn any of our technology unwatchable. That would be us doing that to the gray screen. But this is what I find interesting. It's going to flash all dark. And when they do this, this is what happens. Watch, here we go. Here comes flash. See? You're supposed to read that. And on top of that, it shows at the end of the day that your screen actually does not pick up contrast. Gray screen would not stand a chance against this technology. Oh, man. Oh, I like that. I'm definitely going to do the promo demonstrations on that right there. Definitely going to do some promos on that. That, man. Whew, that looks gorgeous. All right, people, I got to come out of here. I want to do a demonstration on this. Hope you enjoyed the video demonstration. As I said before, you know, if anyone out there feels at the end of the day that my products are not real, that everything we do here is all made up, you know, we have special equipment on our cameras and all that, you feel all that stuff in it, that's supposed to be me at the end of the day, sign. We'll see you in court. That's it. If we catch you on your YouTube channel saying something you shouldn't be saying, which you should not be saying, making accusations that you can't back up, we'll have a lawyer and everybody, you know how it goes. We'll figure out where you're at, and we'll have the lawyer send you the information, and we'll see you in court. You'll be forced to go to court on this one. If you don't show up, we'll still take your stuff, just so you know. And if there's anything there involving criminal charges that we can file against you, it'll happen, no problem. So I would advise, if you don't like what we do, this is what you do. You go on your YouTube channel and you basically don't mention us. That's what you do. And if you get the product and it's not to your liking, it's not to your liking, it's to you at the end of the day. I have no problem with that. You say, hey, it's not for me, so on and so forth. That's an honest opinion. I respect that. But if you want to go in there and make statements about our company, it's not true, by saying that we're this and that, or rip-off artists and scammers and all that stuff, that's defamation. That's an automatic lawsuit right in front of the door. Now, I don't want to take your stuff from you. I really don't. I don't want to have to drag you into a courtroom, put you into a very uncomfortable position, but I have to protect my company. That's what I have to do. I'm not going to let anybody come in and take it from me. I'm not going to allow anybody to come in and walk over top me and do whatever they want to do. It's just not going to happen. I've had one through this with those other individuals who really thought at the end of the day that they were going to come in and take over my company and carry on and act up. Not going to happen. You're going to start a war with the wrong person at the end of the day, and I win mine. You know why I win my wars? Because I serve God. And at the end of the day, God is a protector of all our technology, develops all our technology. And anytime I have a problem, I go to him. Every single person for 15 years, I have conquered every single one of them. So this is nothing new for us. So we'll take it to court. We can go from there, or we can go on the YouTube channel and just go in a different direction. All right, then. I had fun doing this demonstration. I like doing our setups at the end of the day. I like to add some word for wisdoms in for the naysayers at the end of the day who don't know their places, but will soon. And as I said before, yeah, we feel we have one of the best screen paints on the market. This stuff is absolutely gorgeous. I want to do some more demonstrations. I got some other sites I want to go to show this off. So I'm really happy about this. And I love the videos we get from this company, the person who does this. We got to put some shout outs for them on our pages. They make beautiful videos. I love them. That being said, oh, look at that black background in the background. Hey, I wonder if they're ever watching my demonstrations, and we all know trolls. You try to act like you're other people. Don't do it in the day. Remember, God is watching you. That's one thing to understand, that the dumb stuff that you do, it's not me you have to worry about. It's God. That's the one you have to worry about. That's the one that basically holds the keys to life and death. That's the one you have to worry about, not me. But anyway, we're going to contact them and see if they can get some demonstrations, some really dark contrast demonstrations. I have no idea why gray screen. I have to ask this question. How are you trying to do demonstrations involving contrast levels if you're gray? That's why a lot of your demonstrations are in the dark. Well, all the demonstrations are in the dark. But anyway, I got to get back to this work. Excuse me about that. I got some promo demonstrations I want to shoot. I'm really excited about this. And got to go. Thank you all, and God bless. Easy setup.